Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Labyrinth. And this movie came out in 1986 and it's directed by Jim Henson, and it stars David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly. I have never seen this movie before, if you can believe that, and I thought this movie was good. I didn't love it. I can understand why people love it, and if I saw this movie as a kid, then I might have enjoyed it a lot more. But as is, it's a decent movie that had plenty of elements to appreciate about it. And one thing that I liked about this movie was the music. I enjoyed that aspect to it a lot, and there were some fun songs in there as well. And this movie had some really great practical effects and puppet work, and I love the creatures in this movie. They all look fantastic, and I just love how everything looks in this movie. And what I mean by that is, I don't mean like the cinematography. I do love what this movie is trying to get at visually, just being wild and creative. And it's a fun fantasy that's kind of like a fairy tale, and it just goes from there. And I liked that about it. And I enjoyed the story for what it was. And there were some fun moments for me, and moments where I was laughing with the film as well. This movie also felt like a live action cartoon in ways, and I was okay with that because I was enjoying the tone of the movie and what it was offering, and it was fun. I thought it was playful and just exactly what I would want from something like this. As far as the tone is concerned, and David Bowie, he was a lot of fun in this movie. Very entertaining, and he plays a memorable character. And also, whenever David Bowie is on screen, that's when the movie really works for me. I just think he has a great screen presence in this movie. Like the character Jareth that he plays, the Goblin King, he's fun. But with that being said, I will say this much. Jennifer Connelly, I don't think she was bad in this movie. She just didn't really do much for me, and I thought she was fine. And this movie was made when she was like a teenager, and as is, she did a fine job. I don't think she was terrible, but she just wasn't really bringing much to the film, in my opinion, as far as her performance goes. Like, I wasn't blown away by her performance in this movie. There was nothing about her character that was supposed to be like, oh, it's something that's really interesting about this character. She's more or less just the audience character and nothing else. And the theme of you take everything for granted, that was like repeated 3 times in the first act of the movie. I was like, really? Do we need to have this explicitly told to us 3 times? 3 times. And if all of that wasn't bad enough, it was all throughout the course of 10 minutes. That was rather annoying. And I also didn't really enjoy the choice to have characters talk to themselves while they're alone, just thinking out loud. That was kind of distracting. We don't really need that. And also, the CGI in this movie didn't really hold up. Luckily, it wasn't in the movie too much, so it was something that I appreciated, that it was used sparingly. It was only used when there was like no other way to pull off these effects. That much I can appreciate. There were also aspects to this movie that kind of reminded me a bit of The Wizard of Oz, and I just found some enjoyment from thinking about that while watching it. I never once felt tension throughout this movie. I just didn't feel as though there was any stakes that like I could really get invested in. Like, there are stakes to the movie for sure, but as is, I didn't really care about those things. They were there, and I just didn't really feel tension because I never once believed that characters were in any major danger. In the action, sometimes it was a bit choppy in the editing room floor, but most of it I thought it was fine. And that's about all I have to say about Labyrinth, if you can believe that. I don't really have much to say about it. It was enjoyable, decent. Will I see it again? Probably not, but I would recommend it. I think it's a good movie, and I don't think it's a film that will be horrifying to show to kids today. There's nothing about it that aged like milk in that regard. Like, things that are just unintentionally scary, like something like Return to Oz. I don't even want to get into that because I'm sure those who have seen it know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't seen that movie, don't! But this movie as a whole, I enjoyed, and I would recommend. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Labyrinth a 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Labyrinth, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be For Your Eyes Only. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.